Well, hello, party people of the internet. How y'all doing? Today is the 11th of August. And I know that because I had my metalwork removal surgery yesterday, and that was on the 10th. Smart. As you've probably guessed from the title, I am bringing you my magical readathon Orilium TBR. Excuse me. My throat's still scratchy from the breathing tube stuff, but I need to get this TBR up now I've actually finalised what the plan is. So, I have made my character card, put it on screen now. The actual card is not mine, and to be fair, the artwork is not mine either. It's from one of the colouring apps that I use when I'm listening to audiobooks and I just need to keep my hands busy. That is not my artwork. Full transparency, if it had an artist on it, I would have put it on there, but I digress. I chose the path Dreamwalker because I didn't do the readathon in April. I just came on and chose what sounded funky. I have done the magical readathon before because I'm actually using what was my 2020 bullet journal as my current notebook note-taking thing. We all know what happened in 2020, so my bullet journal kind of tapered off because I was just not doing anything. 2020, it was still the owls. This is my TBR for it. That's enough chatting. So I'll just tell you the prompts. So for the Dreamwalker, I needed a O in, can't even read my own writing. I needed an O in Alchemy. Do you know, this might go better if I actually put my glasses on. I needed an O in Alchemy. The prompt for that is a book on someone's worst list that you think you might like. I had a couple for this, but I ended up going with, I watched Haley and Bookland's worst books of 2022, and Horrid was on there, and I already have Horrid on audiobook. The next prompt was I needed a Q in The Art of Illusion, so I need to read a book for O and then a book for Q. So for the O was a book you don't know much about, and for this I was getting some weird lighting haze, so I've closed the curtains, put on my lamp, I've put on my clippy ring lights thing. It's not that great, but if you see the reflection in my glasses, that's what it is. The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. Really annoyed that it has the immovable sticker, and especially because it's saying that it's the must-read TikTok sensation. I don't know anything about it other than I'm seeing it absolutely fucking everywhere. So my cue for The Art of Illusion is read a book that's under 300 pages. Dungeon Critters by, so bad at this, by Natalie Reese and Sarah Goetta. I am absolutely terrible at pronouncing names and pronunciations of language in general, to be fair. The next one is I needed to get an O in spells and incantations. Use a colour wheel to pick the colour and then go from there. I have video of the colour wheel, so I'll put that up here. I got orange, so I was originally gonna go with the Poppy War because even though it's poppy, it definitely seems more orange to me than red. But it just so happens the book for my book club is Bunny, and it's hella orange, so that's what I'm going to be reading. Don't forget about the Poppy War. It will be back. The next one, I needed to get a D in psionics and divinations. The O prompt was to read a book that features time travel. I chose How to Live Safely in a Science Fictional Universe by Charles Yu. But this just sounds funky. Doesn't sound like your typical time travel-y book. And it got deckled edges too. The prompt for Q is to read a book with the same word in the title as the book you were currently reading. I made this TBR a while back and I was reading The Firekeeper's Daughter, which I loved. I was looking for something with fire or daughter. And I have the audiobook for The Witch's Daughter by Paula Brackinson, I want to say. The D prompt was a second-hand book. I had issue with this because I've not been able to get out and about, and I definitely won't be getting out and about right now with my leg being the way it is. But Paulina, hi Paulina, suggested that library books are technically second-hand books, so I ended up getting Paper Girls, but that is an ebook. And I wanted to tackle something of my physical TBR. Granted, I was going to go out and buy a second-hand book, but then I remembered that a while ago I bought some books from someone on Instagram, and I thought, why not? So I'll be reading the Guinevere Deception by Kirsten White, and this is the first book in the trilogy. You can tell it's second-hand. It's a bit bendy, but it's a floppy paperback. And we all know how I feel about a floppy paperback. I've got Paper Girls from the library. It's only volume 1, so it's not like the full compendium. So I'll still end up reading that anyway. But because I wanted to wait and actually wait to read these books until I actually filmed my TBR, I have been doing the guild quests. So at the time of this, there are 10 guild quests. I have currently completing the 6th one as things stand right now. So the guild quests are reading a book featuring the undead. I read Tuesday Mooney Wore Black. I think in America it's also called Tuesday Mooney Talks to Ghosts. I've completed that one. The second one is read a historical fiction. And oh look, I have Popular. It's historical fiction. So, gotta be reading that one. This morning I finished this prompt, and this is a book with potions or poisons, and I read The Witches of New York. Most of these I've read on ebook or listened to them on audio. The next prompt is read a book with a morally grey character, and I read The Sawkill Girls. Yeah, that was weird. My full review. Huh? Sorry. Needed to take a beverage break. The next two I'm going to need help with, or I'm going to need some suggestions with. The next one is a book with more than one animal on the cover or in the title. The next one is a book with shrubbery on the cover. The next prompt is a buddy read. I buddy read a graphic novel with Nabi, who is in the Magical Readathon Discord. There's my crazy finger again. If you're not on that, you should be. And we read Bee and Puppy Cat volume 1 because we just wanted something quick. Yeah, neither of us thought it was that great. The art style, QAF. The actual story or stories were really weak. The next prompt was read a book with a movie adaptation, and I read Murder on the Orient Express, and then I watched the latest movie with Kenneth Branagh. I actually listened to the audiobook and he was narrating the audiobook as well. And I have to say, thoroughly loved both. They were great. I will get round to doing Death on the Nile, listening to it and then watching it, because he's done that one too. The next prompt is to read a book and then post an outfit inspired by that book to social media. I have no clue what to read to do this prompt because my wardrobe is pretty much punny t-shirts or nerd shirts or band shirts and leggings or jeans, so I have no idea. The last prompt currently is read a book with the author where the first name starts with a B or an F. I am currently reading The Arithmetist by Brandon Sanderson. So, they're all my prompts. That's all my TBR. Like I said, if you want to help out and give me suggestions for the animal and the shrubbery, please feel free to do so. And my next video will be my weekly reading vlog, which I haven't filmed yet. I'll probably start filming that next week. Look for it in a couple of weeks' time. Bye!